Hilarious moments on Paternity Court.
Else. I mean, with the flirting you two are doing.
No.
I see why you wore your little suit too now, Mr. Matthews.
See?
I said he's real ready for court, ain't he?
She's a gold digger, Your Honor.
I'm a $40 gold digger.
Now she's trying to get money from her parents now. She's trying
Your
to get
mama
stuff
don't
from my
even
parents.
We've got Mr. Matthews here, the self-proclaimed king of mistakes. And he was here duking it out with Miss Shaw. And she was determined to prove another man is her daughter's real dad. Brace yourselves, folks, for a paternity battle of mythic proportions. With dashes of hilarity, of course.
When I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, so I can understand that Miss Thompson would want to act the way she does. When I tried to reach out to her on Facebook, she was kind of angry at me because of my episodes in my life.
So you're saying you were not a good father?
Not at all.
And so your belief is that this whole issue is surrounding your failure to be a good father?
That's true.
Now imagine this. The plaintiff, the bad dad battling baby mama, who tried to get a DNA test years ago, only to be met with a tall tale. Turns out these two lovebirds were both married when their shoddy affair started. We've got drama, scandal, and extramarital affairs. What could go wrong, right?
No wonder you said you never had sex with this woman. All right, so you two were basically cheating on your spouses with one another.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you get to the magistrate, he says, I've never had sex with that woman, and how does the magistrate rule?
The magistrate looked and asked me, did I want to go forth? And I told him no.
Well, here's the lowdown on Miss Kiana. She was stuck in a web of uncertainty, watching her so-called dad love his other kids while she felt left out. Whoops! But hold on, the real twist was something else. Evidently, Mommy had withheld certain information from certain key players. Sorry, not sorry much.
When I got pregnant, but that 6 months, I had threw him out of the house. So he had him another girl, I went and got me 4 other guys.
Oh!
And was doing my thing. And that's what I did. It was a choice, but I was young and dumb. Didn't have a full understanding of the damage it could cause.
So fast forward to pregnancy, and there are quite a few people involved. We had Mr. Matthews bringing sandwiches on the scene, even though the guy had a wife. It's a messy love triangle ready to be exploded. Yep, that sounds about right.
I never lied to anyone about anything.
Yeah, you did.
What I lie about?
Well, I'm gonna interject with that.
Woo! Speak some truth.
I didn't know that you two were still together.
We wasn't, we were still married. So if anytime he come over, yes, he can come and stay.
Every time I came over there, you made me feel like I was comfortable with your house.
Apparently, growing up, the plaintiff had been aware of multiple potential dads. Whoa! But she was secretly hoping Mr. Matthews was the real deal, all while he had been MIA for most of her life. Classic deadbeat.
I enjoyed my life, you know?
Amen.
You're right. I mean, let's be honest.
Yes.
It's in the context of what your enjoyment was.
Right.
Kiana wasn't having that much fun.
Right.
That's true.
She was at your house watching you love on your other babies and wishing as a child that she could experience that same kind of love, but was feeling out of place.
Yes.
Moving on, the truth unfolds even further as we learn that Mama's husband, Mr. Brooks, along with Mr. Matthews, all had their moments at the hospital when Kiana was born. What a bizarre family dynamic, right? Way to make it hilarious and serious. Now that's a tough nut to crack.
Well, my mother told my wife.
Oh,
And when you're in them kind of circumstances, you don't want to sit back and admit that, you know, this baby may be yours. But when I seen her, when I actually seen her face, I fell in love with her. But I wasn't sure that she was mine. But I had to follow what they said because they were the older. And my mom and my grandmother, they let me know, either you could do what's right or we gonna do something to you.
Well, Miss Kiana wasn't done hoping against hope and revealing she had a soft spot for the defendant, despite his shortcomings as a dad. Is that denial or plain naivety? On the other hand, things were getting even more confusing.
Don't leave you out either, because you funny acting too. We came
you
over
two
there.
are something else. I mean, with the flirting you two are doing.
No.
So,
What you mean, no,
You
no,
wait.
no?
Anyway, after the way that things went with
I
him,
see why you wore your little suit too now, Mr. Matthews.
About time we pull the plug on this mystery. It's gone on long enough. The moment of truth was upon these guys. Would Miss Kiana get what she so desperately wanted? Or would fate take yet another funny turn in her life? Let's find out.
Mr. Matthews, you are not the father. I'm so sorry, Kiana. Neither gentleman is her biological father.
She'll always be mine no matter what. I love her.
Was that something you had prepared yourself at all for, honey?
No.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Campbell accuses his ex-girlfriend of being a gold-digging mastermind. We've got a juicy paternity dispute on our hands here, people. Better buckle up for this wild ride. Will the baby daddy be able to dodge the baby daddy label? Or was this just a case of gold digging gone wrong? Well, we're gonna find out one way or another.
Your Honor, ever since I met Mariah, all she ever did was take from me. Once I ran out of money, she left me high and dry. I'm just here today to prove that this is not my son.
You don't believe you're the father, not one bit.
Your Honor,
And you believe this Miss McSear just feel like she got her one. That's what
Yeah.
you think you are.
That's
Yes,
another
Your
lie.
That's not true, Miss McSear.
Not at all.
So baby mama was the queen of taking. But the real entertainment came from the sarcastic back and forth, with both parties accusing each other of being the ultimate liar. You'd think you're watching a soap opera, not paternity court. Get real, people.
one day she went out and I saw her in her bra and panties in the room with another man. When I came to the house, I came to come get some stuff, and when I came to that house, it was a random car sitting in that driveway. I came and I knocked on that door, and I seen her almost half naked in there with another man, and the man is sitting on the edge of the bed, but she has a whole
No, he was sitting on the bench and I had pants on.
Oh, the pregnancy doubts were real. Baby daddy was calling mama a range of colorful names, from being a homewrecker to being fond of sleeping with married men. Oh, the accusations were taking a creative turn, and we were here for it.
I didn't have a shirt on, you're right, but it was hot and I was pregnant. He's a full married man. We've been friends for 6-7 years. Like, it was nothing like that. He came in the house, so it wasn't like I was trying to hide anything. I let him in.
Did you say he was a full married man?
Your Honor, she is known for sleeping with married men. She is known for that. She is known for being a home wrecker. She is known for breaking up happy homes.
Well, when the going gets tough, no fear, because baby mama took out the big guns. Yep, she claimed to know the date and time she conceived. Hold on to your seats, because the big news is here. And man, I was pumped.
Give me Legacy's birth date.
June 15,
Of
2018. Your Honor.
2018, all right? And if you hit calculate, we see that the window of conception would be approximately September 20th to September 24th, and the date of intercourse would have been somewhere between September 17th to September 24th.
Hurricane Irma made a noteworthy appearance, but the million-dollar question was, did the plaintiff remember the passionate night? Of course, the judge put it aptly. Kudos to her. And then the court just erupted in hysterics.
It was no tree blocking that driveway because I left multiple times. during the
Yeah,
hurricane.
get from the mailbox.
I left.
From the mailbox.
I didn't drive
From the
over a tree.
mailbox.
I didn't drive over
You
a
didn't drive,
tree, Your
period.
Honor.
You don't even have a car. You was a bum when I met you.
Who? I was?
I put your bag in my house. I moved you in with me and my kids.
Because I had money, and that's all you wanted. You wanted,
You got
you
so much
wanted my
money but no
money.
stability.
With an exhibit next, detailing all the way he had witnessed mommy with other guys. Yup, baby mama was playing the getting back game. Little did she know, she was asking for trouble of epic proportions.
Are you 100% sure that I am the father of this child? But you're sending me pictures of somebody else holding this child? Just random men that she have sexual relationships with.
How do you know I had sexual relations? That's
Because they're
assumption.
laying in your bed.
There's
They're
assumption.
holding your son.
Sounds like
They're in the bed.
Yes, one man was laying in the bed right next to him, and she got up while they were sleeping, and she took the picture of that and sent it to me.
Oh, the baby daddy wasn't done with his presentation yet. Nope. Coming up was the snooping done by the plaintiff and the astonishing result of that endeavor. Now, how would Miss McSear defend that one?
This is during the time she was still pregnant with the baby, and he was asking her how she was doing, and she was.
You wasn't even there my whole pregnancy, so how could you say that? When you came back around, he was already 2 weeks old.
Yes,
Keep
and I-
lying.
okay, and
Keep
I
lying.
went through your
Keep
phone
lying. You
after
never
that
was
fact.
with me. Not one day in my pregnancy. Not one.
All right.
So the baby daddy had little to no relationship with baby Legacy, and he, of course, blamed it all on the defendant. However, she answered fire with fire. Bet he didn't see that coming, and it showed.
I can't never just come empty-handed, Your Honor.
How many? Where have you bought him?
FaceTime relationship.
Where have you bought him? Where
I
have you
beg
been
her.
with him?
I beg her. Can I see him?
And when I
beg
bring him
her.
around, what happens? 2 seconds into the visit, you're in my face trying to figure out who I'm with and what I'm doing. You don't worry about your son. That is not
That
your
is a
concern.
lie. That's a
no,
lie.
you're a lie.
That
The
is
only
a lie.
reason you deny him is because I don't want to be with you no
That is
more.
a lie.
You're a cheater.
Well, something was going on with these guys. But the results were in, and Judge Lake had reached her patience with these two. Drum roll please, because the final verdict was here. Here goes nothing.
Campbell, you are the father. You're the father. That is your beautiful baby. Why does it make you feel so emotional?
Because she won't let me be in his life. Like, she hates me so much. That's why I cry.
Miss Sanchez's 1-month-old daughter, Journey, along with her marriage, both were on the line, and she was convinced her husband wasn't buying a ticket for this paternity journey. But hold on, there's a twist. Can Mr. Brown's claims of a sorority girl fantasy hold up in court? Let the paternity games begin, folks.
Sean knows that he's the father of our daughter. I did not make this child by myself, and for him to deny her, yeah, it hurts my feelings. It really breaks me down as a mother. I'm a mother of seven kids with me and him.
You're a mother of 7 children.
Of 7 children.
At 25 years old.
Yes.
Wow, juggling 7 kids at the age of 25? Now that was indeed a handful. So that marriage had been rocky. The wife claimed her husband had a habit of taking off, while he claimed it was separation. The question is, was their separation a chance to party or a path to paternity chaos? Oh, and don't forget the mystery guy in between.
We've been going through a lot. She ended up kicking me out the house during this time. And so as respectful I am, I left the house.
But kicking you out the house doesn't mean she made a baby with somebody else.
It do, because during the time she kicked me out the house, this was her time to, have her fun.
Plaintiff's perspective, this was a tale of betrayal. He's out of the house, she's out and about, and there you go. Rumors just flying about. And the one-time stranded incident was just a cherry on top.
How'd you get stranded out at 5
I
a.m.?
was out the night before. He's telling the truth. I was out the night before hanging out with some friends, and we left around 2 and we were driving.
But you just said you just said the only playing and the only stuff you do is with your kids because you got 7 kids and you're not out here running around going out. Now you're out.
I go out, it's just I don't go out like how he's claiming to be.
Oh, the plot was about to thicken like none other. Baby mama insisted Mr. Brown was still in the picture. Meanwhile, his narrative was all about clubs, babysitting, and wait for it, a potential other man. Yep.
One of my friends called me because he simply seen her at a club with another man.
Oh, really?
Simply called me up. They both getting drunk, wasted. Then she leaves with the man. My homie called me up. I'm trying to call her phone. She not answering. Well, I got the kids at home.
So your friend sees your wife with another man at the club.
Yes.
But can club sighting determine paternity? Enter Mr. Booth, the friend from the club scene who's a key witness. But are his sightings enough to resolve this chaotic conundrum?
He was pop, locking, and dropping it.
And Urana, how do I supposed to feel as a man? Well, my homie, this is my homie, man. He work at the club. He calling me, man. He see my girl at the club. How you think I feel about that, man? And this is...
And
Not
you
just
know
one
it.
time, neither. Not just one time. I've seen him several times.
You've seen her several
That's
times
fine.
with
Several
that man.
Not him. Different guys.
It was time for the birth certificate to rise and shine. Yup. But it had a whole lot of hospital drama attached to it. By the looks of it, Mr. Brown was at the birth, but soon got interrupted by a surprising visit. Uh-oh.
We were
Untrue.
not sexual.
So
after
untrue.
We didn't do nothing. Then, Your Honor, I want to bring up when the baby was born, I was at the hospital. We got back on good terms. I signed the footprints. Next thing I know, her family members are coming with this same man that said he slept with my wife. Security had to exit me out the hospital, and that's why I didn't sign the birth certificate.
Time to face the music, baby mama, because Miss Sanchez claimed the certificate was signed. But check this out. The court got their hands on the copy of the original certificate. And guess what was on there?
He was being loud, and I said, I'm not gonna have you yelling around
Okay,
the
but
baby.
if that's my baby, you should want me there before anybody. Why would I
But
want
you
to
denied
leave?
her.
Okay.
That was the thing. When you
but I'm
first looked at her,
still
you're like,
showing up,
oh,
though.
she's too white, she's too whatever.
So you're saying,
You're
Ms. Brown,
denying.
when the baby was born, your husband immediately said, that's not my
Yeah,
baby.
he's like, she's too light, she doesn't look like
I'm
me.
thinking
and
maybe
all
the other
that
man
stuff.
is the father.
So the couple's fate was hanging in the balance. Mommy left no stone unturned in being a rock in a hard place. The only thing left to do now was to let the judge give her final verdict. Here we go.
Mr. Brown, you are the father.
Okay. I get a kiss.
No.
Your Honor, I just wanted to know was the baby man, and hopefully we still got a lot to work on because I'm always getting kicked out the crib.
You're doing something right now that I usually see the women do.